Alright, I've got my last of my 3 DPS jobs that hit level 56 recently. Machinist, I got that yesterday, 56, right before the, oh my god, what's it called? Why can't I think of things? The update. The server maintenance update, whatever it was. This quest is called Wheels of Justice, level 56. We are in the Sky Steel Manufactory. It's given to us by FFXIV. Here we go. Cutscene. Right off the bat. Greetings, Mercy. Is this not a wonderful day to be a machinist? Lord Stefan... a stern voice, who I don't know yet. Lord Stefanivian de Helenarte, you and the Sky Steel Manufactory employees under your authority are hereby charged with fomenting insurrection. Says a fully geared knight, long sword, blue kite shield, face covered by a helm, chainmail, plate steel. Insurrection, my dear sir, I have fomented nothing of the sort. You stand accused of arming commoners with weapons of war, and discharging said weapons within the locality of the Broom. Ah, that little scene when we liberated Joy's father. Henceforth, the manufactory shall remain under Temple Knight surveillance. Should you fail to refute the accusations against you within the allotted time, punishment may include seizure of your workshop and imprisonment for all those deemed accomplices to the crime. And the knight turns and walks away. The Fury take that smirking fox. Tettle Grinchay knew we would attempt a rescue. Cutscene pans up, goes black, and comes back down. We are Rost, Joy, Celestal, I think his name is, have joined us. Once they set their sights on Summit, them Temple Knights is like a bandersnatch with a bone. You'd best say farewell to your workshop, says Rost. Then they'll not take my manufactory. I will think of something. Quest accepted. Cutscene phase. We talk to FFXIV to continue for some stupid reason. Tis difficult to prove the truth of something one has not done. Mayhap the wiser would be to provide evidence of Tettle Grinchay's wrongdoing. He's a clever bastard, though, that one. You might try. But I'd best not overstep me bounds. Okay, so you might try. But I'd best not overstep me bounds. That's kind of how that actually works. Me contract's almost done in any case. And I'll be moving on no matter what happens to the workshop. And Rost walks away. Our instructor, he sure don't like to get involved. As for me, I'll see if I can find any strings connecting House Desimale to their crimes. The Forgotten Knight should be a good place to start, says Celestal. He runs off. I don't know what I'd do without the workshop. I'll see if I can't get some folks talking, says Joy, and she runs off. And that leaves you and me, Mercy. I believe I shall remain here in the manufactory to occupy the gaze of the Temple Knights, whilst you aid Celestal with his inquiries. Okay. Will do, schmill do. Didn't have to cut me off. Why is that song in my head more often than others? We're gonna go to the Forgotten Point. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that was the best choice. We're gonna go inside the Forgotten Knight bar. Jump down to the second level here. Celestar is here. I'll talk to him. I appreciate you coming out, Mercy. It's a bit hard planning aught in the workshop. What with the Temple Knights eyeballing our every move, we should be able to talk freely in here, though. Do you recall that bloke as was standing guard over Joy's dad? Aye, Frido. Frank R-A-I Delta E-O-U-X. Frido is his name. He took to marksmanship with a passion and hadn't missed a single day of training, not until today. I got suspicious, of course, and decided to pay a visit to his home. Right away, you could see the door had been kicked in, so I went inside and had me a proper look. That's when I found a ragged feather just lying there on the floor amidst the bits of broken furniture. If I wanted to keep my hands clean, then maybe I'd hire me some thugs from out of town to do for poor Frido. Thugs what might otherwise make a living poaching wild chocobos. I suggest you talk to Lord Stefanivian and take a trip out to Tailfeather. I'll keep poking around here in the city and see what else crawls out of the stonework. so I sprint. What do you have, Sophie? Oh, Gunblade level 70. Oh, Sophie. Okay, didn't even recognize you. I'm waiting to continue Gunblade stuff until the rest of my DPS classes catch up. Sorry, it's not a DPS class, but until the rest of my classes that I am leveling catch up to. It's currently level 68. Okay, back to the Sky Steel Manufactory we go to talk to Stephanie Vane to continue. This may be our best lead. If we can track down the man who first employed Fredo, then we shall have a solid link to House Dizameo. Let us waste no time. Onwards to the Dravanian Forelands and to Tailfeather. Okay. Check your Tailfeather. 304, that's fine. 304 Gil takes us to Tailfeather. And then Stephanie Vane is directly to the west of the Etherite. Good news, Mercy. I've spoken with some few of these hunter fellows, and they told me of a trio of ruffians that passed through here dragging a man matching Fredo's description. We shall scour the forest to the south. If you look to the north, do not wait for us. Should you find these ruffians, then pray confront them ere Fredo comes to further harm. I think I might remember this quest. I don't know. Maybe not. Well, I don't think I got my machinist up this high on my other character. We will kind of in this, I'm going to call it an inlet, in that there's like rocky cliffs all around, and it's kind of like a cul-de-sac, as it were, a very, very small cul-de-sac. And three suspicious fellows have Fredo on the ground. Fredo? I don't know. We'll confront. No witnesses. Cut this one's throat as well. He didn't cut his throat. It don't last long to my... Not that my AoE is great, unless I do have hypercharge. Which I didn't, because why would I? I just zoned. Did he paralyze? Oh, fractured me. You fractured me, you butt. The Chocobo region is doing way more than the fracture was. Anyway, we talked to Fredo to continue. Fredo? I don't know. Aiding, cutscene. He stands. He's got goggles on that he didn't have prior, because he's a machinist now. My thanks. I did not expect to see another dawn. Up comes Stefan, Nivian, and Joy. Fredo, not leaking blood, are you? Splendid. You gave us quite a scare. Forgive me, my lord. Those men, they dragged me from me home, said they'd hurt me if I didn't swear false witness to the Temple Knights. He was standing, but he fell to his knees and supplication, I believe, which is the word for like on hands and knees in front of somebody. You were forced to substantiate their accusations? Then you merely need withdraw your testimony to strengthen our position. 'Twould be a boon if we were also able to provide some manner of physical evidence. He stands. I hand over something. A seal of House Dizameo. 'Twould explain how the ruffians who snatched Fredo were able to enter the city without challenge. Aye, they shall do nicely. I'm truly sorry, my lord. All it took was one little beating for me to repay your kindness with betrayal. I'll not darken your doorstep again. What nonsense! You hardly had a choice in the matter. Continue your training at the manufactory, however, and you'll become more than a match for thugs such as these. Even without a noble's wealth or prestige, a common man can earn himself independence. You'll see that a machinist's firearm is for more than just shooting dragons. It can help set you free. His lordship's vision will change Ishgard for the better. Come with us, Fredo. Become the spear and the shield that our city needs. Isn't that her dad? Why would she say, come with us, Dad? I'd like that. He was crying. I don't know. I'd like to feel like I'm worth something. We all make mistakes, my dear fellow. The trick is to learn from them and rise stronger from every defeat. Come, let us return to the manufactory. Fredo nods. The three of them walk off, leaving me all alone in this wilderness where I might die. Anyway, 304 teleport back to Foundation / Ishgard. Once again, Foundation is one of the 2 zones within Ishgard, much like the first 3 cities that you could start in have at least 2. Gridania only has 2 that I can think of, but both Limsa and Ul'dah have 3. Back at the Sky Steel Manufactory, we talked to Stephanivian to complete the quest. The tables have turned, my friend. I have submitted the evidence you found to the Temple Knights. With the aid of Fredo's new testimony, we had enough proof to lodge a counter-accusation against Tetel Grinche. The wheels of justice have begun to turn, and we shall soon be free of these baseless suspicions. In the meantime, Rost requested that I instruct you to remember your bleeding practice drills. Charming fellow. We get 51,480 experience points, 2113 gil, and a 2-minute cooldown thing called Tactician. Reduces damage taken by self and party members by 10% for 15 seconds. Can't be stacked with the Bard's Troubadour or Dancer's Shield Samba. So, if you have another one of those classes with you in the group, you could rotate these. Again, they're 15 seconds each, 2-minute cooldown, so I don't know how easy that is to rotate, but my gear pieces. Some of my gear can have materia extracted. Always nice. Didn't have to kick me out. I'm so happy getting this Neophyte's ring. I'm so freaking happy. Okay, cool. That's it for the videos tonight, probably. I could continue with the Manderville storyline, and I probably should, at least a couple more, because Blue Mage actually gets some of the spells directly and only from a couple of the Blue Mage unlocked trials. So I'll probably do at least one right after this, but hope you enjoyed this one. I will see you soon for whatever video of mine you watch next. Have a good one.